Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD, and Erin.
Yes, so BTS, we're going to go straight over to the wheel.
My turn.
What are you hoping for?
Oh, I feel like I would like either some Jin, Jimin, or J-Hope.
Okay.
And I will explain later why. Oh, but I was really close.
Oh.
So I have got some fun with BTS.
I feel like it's always fun with BTS.
Yeah.
It is, but I feel like it's gonna be a good one.
Yes. Okay.
What are you giving us?
Kat and I were just talking after Erin spun fun with BTS, and this is a big one. This is one we need to do. This is like a bookmark moment in BTS history.
Ooh.
You're just telling me that I can make demands whenever I want. Basically, you've given me V.
You didn't.
Now
The wheel predicted it.
Yeah,
The wheel
I know,
told it.
but
The wheel needs to give you some sugar.
The wheel is.
I don't want to encourage this behaviour.
The wheel is.
The wheel is being your friend today, basically.
It is, but you guys are pandering to me by now giving me a big one.
We're giving you a big head. Oh no! I have to try and keep that on track. Making a rock of my own back.
So you're building up the song and then you're not telling us the song.
Sorry.
I got very excited without knowing.
We're gonna go for DNA now. Army watching this are like, yeah, like we know what that is. It's a big song. Basically, DNA is awesome. It was the reason it was so popular for the boys is it was after they started getting their big awards. They started getting their big awards end of 2016. This came out in 2017, and it's a different genre. It was a surprise. Nobody thought that BTS were gonna sort of go with this sound. They dabble into a bit of EDM. So a slight bit of electro dance music.
Okay.
And again, on the face of it, you might be like, oh, I don't know how it's going to work. Just listen to it, take it at face value, see if you like it. But this is an absolute tune. The whole story of the song is basically, we are meant to be together. It's destiny. It's preset. It's in our DNA. We are meant to be together. So
That's how I feel about. That's how I feel about sugar.
The worst bit is that the serial killer crime person in me is thinking, I hope it's not in DNA because that's a bit incestuous, isn't it? That's the best thing.
That's the problem why we like true crime as well. No, just the
Super
fangirl in me.
messed up,
It's just like, nee. So yeah.
Is it DNA or is it like, you know how No was
N.O.
Yeah.
No, this is DNA as in
DNA.
your DNA, yeah.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay. I'm going to go straight into it.
Do you want to know what year it's from or anything?
Fact check theory. What year is it from, please?
No. I actually hadn't been done talking, but they were like so excited to watch it. So yes, I did want to know that, but I actually did have like a tiny question, if I'm permitted.
You may ask it. You're not getting it answered.
I feel like you would. So, if you could have seen being part of your DNA, if you were say to have a child with them, with your chosen member, what part of their DNA would you like to be able to pass down onto your seed?
Well, no,
I knew she'd want to answer.
Sugar's nose and just talent at everything.
What would you like from Ara? If you were to...
His intelligence.
I can't pick one thing. I don't know. Just... His desire to make the world a better place. That's why he's such a good leader, and you need more people like that.
You're Miss Congeniality. You're world peace.
You still owe me that UN speech.
Yes, that's on the list as well.
What would you
So-
pick? Are we talking V for you? I'm assuming. Or anyone?
No, I feel like just they're all very... I think... Do you know what? Actually, if I was, I think it would be JK's ability to pick things up from what you guys have said. He just touches something and can do it. So I think that's what I would quite like.
Skills.
Or V's vocal range is gorgeous. But I think if it's for a kid, I would say the ability to just
Because you haven't been paying attention to Sugar's cute little nose.
But yeah, when was this? When did this come out?
This came out on the 18th of September 2017.
This is very significant. Yeah, this is a really significant song for ARMY as well. And they also performed DNA on the American Music Awards. It was their first ever performance there. So it was, yeah. I'm sure it was the AMAs.
It's a big deal.
It was the AMAs that they performed, because I know they performed Fake Love as well. But can you just check that for me, please? I'm sure it was the AMAs that...
In 2017, when they were the first Korean band to perform at the American.
Thank you.
I know.
Well done,
Whenever
boys.
she gives a fact, and she does this at work as well, she likes to click her pen when she said something very significant. She goes. It's like she's holstering her gun.
It's like she's...
My knowledge.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Thank you, fact check fairy. Yeah, so that's why this is really significant as well, because it was just it's like ARMY knew how great BTS were, but then obviously DNA, they were performing it over in the West, and everyone else was going, oh my god, who are these guys? They're amazing. And yeah, so it's just really significant in the journey of BTS.
Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and head over to Patreon where we're 2 videos ahead and we've got loads of extra stuff on there. Ooh. I love the colours.
I say this. I like them in jeans.
Yeah.
That deep voice.
Oh, I like that outfit.
Gorgeous.
He always comes in very similar places in a lot of songs.
What man do you know that can pull off a sparkly jacket like that?
He looks so pretty. I love his hair. Damn you, JK.
Ooh, love that pop. Bit of thrusting.
That's going to be really catchy in there.
Yes, that's the EDM.
I take back my scepticism.
Oh, look at him.
I am in love
blue
with that hair
hair.
colour. That's the bridesmaid blue I needed.
Cat's gonna throw something at you.
Oh, yeah.
Who's attacking you there, Erin?
The denim jacket.
Always like that
That's
little French
the
scout.
Oh. Okay. Hello,
He looked
Jim.
like a referee then, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. I like that shirt.
Silky
That's-
shirt.
Yes.
Love
Is
the
that a
choreography.
cat jumper?
And he's got a tiger on it.
Oh, that's very cool. Do they do that live?
That's why, yeah, I really like the choreography of DNA.
That bottom lip jeans.
Oh, Jimmy Shoulder! Made an appearance!
Who's got their arms out at the back in that bit? Was that RM?
Might be. Yes.
Yeah.
My man's got no sleeves.
Not many people could pull off that jumper.
I know.
Oh, I never know with them if they're going to like jump out or do something else.
That's the one. I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's very catchy.
Yeah.
I was
So catchy.
so dubious, but it was, yeah,
Now,
very catchy.
can I say something about Jimin in this video? Now, when
Do
you
you
describe
need a protection?
when you describe a man, you would say, you know, handsome or beautiful. Pretty is not a word you would often use for a man, but Jimin,
Jimin
Pretty
defies
just-
all categories.
you know,
What are the words you'd like to add in over there? Speechless.
she'll take all three: handsome, beautiful, and pretty.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Jimin.
I concur.
I've seen this video, I don't know how many times. Like, it's not the first time.
No.
But JK looked really nice in that one. I mean, Sugar's.
I love their outfits in that one.
Yeah.
I very much like them in jeans.
Yeah.
It was
that
very-
and
very
we've seen Boy
colourful.
With Love, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Jimin in this one in his jeans and Boy With Love
Yeah.
with his jeans.
I think it's just because it's
They
very.
jeans
You
and
can
fire
imagine
as
seeing
well,
them
though.
out in jeans.
There was,
and
yeah.
it just
Because
feels
jeans
very-
and fire, because I'm pretty sure I
Mhm.
mentioned it in that
Yeah,
as well. But I
sometimes,
like
yeah.
them in jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very colourful, very fun, and I like it because if that was your first, which for some army it is, that could be their first because that's their most popular. Although I'd have to check the statistics now, but that was their most
Before Dynamite.
Yeah, that was one of their most popular MV on YouTube. It had the most hits, and so that would be the first sort of suggestion that comes up for anybody that's
Yeah.
brand new and looking for BTS. So the fact that it's so colourful might sit in line with your first initial instinct of what you think your impression of what K-pop
Yeah.
is. But then they go into obviously their badass choreography and everything, and you're like, "Ooh, my, this is quite hard hitting," considering, and it's quite an impactful song, I think.
There was it was only a small bit of dance, but it just looked like their legs were moving on their own, and they were just still.
We
Yeah,
have
and I
said
don't
that in other
understand.
videos. It's almost like Irish dancing where
It
it's
was,
completely
yeah.
still and the legs are just doing all this
Yeah,
stuff.
the
and it's
isolation they
amazing.
can
It
do
was
is
like
great.
that, and whatever this like link.
Oh yeah, the DNA chain, the DNA
Yeah.
strands all going
It
around.
was like some amazing.
That was when it went into Sugar's rap.
We should get you the again now that we've opened up DNA. It will be as well. There'll be live performances of DNA. So if we have a spin in the future, and we spin for live performance, that
Yeah.
will be an option that we can watch because there are live performances of DNA, and you can see the whole choreography routine.
It must also be a dance.
I was about to say that.
I think
I'd
there is
like
a dance practice, yeah.
I'd like a dance practice at slower speed, please. I was watching.
I have to say, I
There is
wasn't.
also a video of them reacting to their video.
Oh, I
of
like
DNA.
that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying much attention to the lyrics. I have
No,
to
nor
say.
was I. I read
It's fine.
one, and it was
Yeah.
like. I think I saw the word destiny, but then the rest I was just like, oh, this is just so much good.
Then I think on a first listen to a song, I'm not judging the lyrics so much as to the sound.
I
and the
don't. Yeah,
feeling.
for me it's a feeling at first. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's more then you get into the lyrics and go, oh no, I really like what they're saying.
yeah. No, for sure.
I do
really
because I do that with
structure.
songs in English because I can't always process everything all at
It's
once.
true. And again, it's one of those songs that's so catchy, and we can't speak all of the Korean lyrics, but you'll be walking around, you'll be like na 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 na, and you look like a div, but
Did they say
you have a good
that?
chance.
Did they say DNA in it?
Yeah, all the time.
DNA?
This is the same thing. With, I know, but this is
She
the
was
same
like,
thing.
did they say dope? And we were
Yeah, I
like,
know.
yeah.
It's where it just don't hear it.
Okay. Yeah.
I like travel inside the video.
It's the chorus. DNA.
Oh,
Cha-la-la-la.
no, I didn't know it.
Never mind. We'll watch it again. We'll add it to the playlist. You'll hear
Yes.
it.
Oh.
Fine. She'll be fine.
I just kind of feel like I've forgotten all of it because it was just so much. Do you ever get that where you're just so hyped by something that it disappears from you?
I would like to see the dance because there was one point where they were all kind of like linked together.
Yeah.
And it was one of those, I can't watch everyone at once.
Yeah.
I want to see what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
That was definitely one
Yeah.
of them more like they moved through people quite quickly. I loved where in the first part, they moved through the
Oh, when
script-
V went in and then J-Hope
Yeah.
came out.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was very cool.
Mm.
I really, really liked that. Oh yeah, I want to watch it again. Like I would like to watch it again now, but I don't think I'm going to be allowed to.
No.
We've got more videos to get through, but now that you have watched that, you have free reign to add it to your playlist and to watch it in your free time, so you can watch it again.
I do like popping my phone down and having their videos.
I'm not
Play
sure
on a
that's going to
loop.
be a stirring soup one though.
It's not quite a stirring
No.
soup one, is it? It's more of a jamming out in the bedroom with a
Jamming
hairdryer.
I can
Cool.
see why that was really popular with people. I assumed that because you said it was their first one that they did on the American Music Awards, I assumed that they would have maybe put one in that had more English in it.
No, and
I'm
a
glad
lot
that
of
they
ARMY
didn't,
were really
actually.
pleased about that.
I am. They didn't pander
no,
to it. They're like,
no.
you've waited long enough. We'll still do it our way. So I'm really grateful for that. But I had thought that maybe they might have.
The AMAs caught on finally, like you say, like you were like, oh my god, how can they only start getting awards and big things in like 2016, 2017? It took, within Korea, it seemed to be a real push-pull. They had their dedicated fan base, but a lot of people, they were breaking barriers, like I said, because they came from a small label. They were discussing topics people didn't want to talk about, things like that. And then once they finally got their performances in the West, a lot of ARMY were like, well, finally, welcome to the party, because it just got to a point where the West couldn't deny, who is this band that is taking over the world? Oh my god. And it's kind of like, do you want to be on this curve and give your audience what they want, or are you going to be behind it? And that's kind of when a lot of the West
if you
are now
don't put it up there, someone else is going to, and you're going to miss
yeah.
out.
And a lot of the shows in the West were when they realised it and they were taking it on, ARMY were just like, you know, you're late to the party. We've known about these guys for ages and they're awesome and they deserve this attention, but fine, better late than never. So yeah, but we were all really pleased when they got to perform it on DNA, and it was genuinely all in Korean, and it was a step forward for the West embracing a different culture, which
I'd
was
love
good.
to watch that performance.
Cool.
I really would.
Good.
I'd like to think as well that they've broken down some barriers for other K-pop groups coming through.
Absolutely. They are the reason that Blackpink, I think, have been... Blackpink are amazing in their own right. They're queens. They're awesome. They're on the list for us to watch at some point. But yeah, Blackpink and other, like Monster X, have had a tour, I think, that are out in the US as well. Monster X have been around for a long time, but Blackpink were a rookie group. They came out, I think, in 2016. But... definitely, the fact that BTS were able to break these barriers, other groups have been able to get more interest from the West. So I think they've definitely opened up some doors and some people's minds of looking at different genres of music. So good. Yeah. Good work.
So that was BTS DNA. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.